You know what sucks about life in general? It is being poor. Being poor sucks. I'm sure most people, 99.9% of the people on this planet, experience being poor. It's not a pleasant feeling, but we all go through it. And it's not just feeling poor, or being poor, but it's also feeling poor. And worst of all, people that are poor, they develop the habit of poor people, which just traps them into a deeper hole. You're most likely a poor thinker because you are surrounded by people teaching you how to be poor, and can't be helped. People survive by thinking poor, but if you want to thrive, you have to think less poor and more rich. So I'm pretty sure you guys have some money saving techniques like, yes, this grocery store is half an hour further, but then we can save $5 more on average when buying groceries. But in reality, that half an hour is worth more than $5. People just don't account for the time that they spent looking for something when they should be spending money to save time. Now, hearing all these money saving methods, I'm sure I'm not the only one. You guys probably have some secret financial loopholes that probably benefit you in spending less money somehow. However, very likely you're probably spending even more time saving money when you can use that time to make more money. It's so odd. People just don't account for time when saving money. I know an old lady that she lined up for 3 hours to get a $5 gift card from McDonald's, and my thought is, why would you do that? Why would you spend $3 hours to make $5? And it's not even liquid asset, it's all stuck to McDonald's. That is pretty dog water. I don't think I can imagine myself spending that much time to even earn $30. It just doesn't seem right. But so there's an old adage that I'm sure many people have heard of, and that adage is time is money. Time is money. You don't want to spend too much time saving money. Of course, if you can spend like a minute to click a thing and you save 10% on a $100 purchase, then yeah, sure, I'm all for it. But if you are sifting through magazines looking for coupons to save 50 cents on a $500 vacuum, then you're wasting your time. It is not worth it. And that's the point of me making this video, is that I'm here to teach you that the little tips and tricks to saving money is pointless if excess time is lost. You gotta start valuing your time. Don't think of your time as something that you can just mindlessly spend. Spend your time wisely, because time spent is also your health is being spent as well. Your time, your free time, can be used to exercise, eat healthier, or just, mental health. Sometimes you just work 40 hours a day. Not a day, but a week, and then you need a mental break, and you cannot just right after you're done working, you gotta go back to work on saving money when you could just use that time to heal. Just do the math. If you make $30 an hour and you spend an hour making food that is worth $5, you lost $25. You might as well spend $15 buying some food that will save you that 1 hour time. It's pretty common sense. I'm sure people don't really think about it because their whole lives they've been taught by the people around them, hey, you can save more money cooking at home, which is true. I do believe that you should bulk cook, but some people, they just cannot stand eating food that is not just cooked at they had to eat food that's cooked within 5 to 15 minutes, and that sucks. I don't know why people have such a spoiled taste bud, but then I guess that's just how some people are. I don't understand it, but it sucks to be them. If that's the case, you're just gonna have to go out and buy food, assuming that food is cheap and you don't live in the Bay Area. You live in somewhere where food is just like a meal will be like $10, but with this recession, it's kind of hard to say. Or even if you're off hours, you're not making money, and yeah, you could say that, oh, I'm not working right now, it's my free time, I can use this time to save money, which is kind of true. However, when you're off hours, that is your OT hours. You could use your OT hours to rest or work, But here's the thing with OT or overtime. Your hours are worth way more. You cannot, instead of an hour being worth about $30 an hour, your hours after work is worth 1.5 to 2 times that, which is either $45 or $60 instead of $30, because now your mental health is at risk. You're spending your mental health and your time to generate money, and unless you can make bomb food that is worth $45 to $60 in 1 hour, which I highly doubt. You also have to include ingredients as well. I don't think you will save time making food, which is why I tend to buy food instead of cooking it. Only reason people cook is when they're broke, dog water broke, or it's just convenient and they could eat it instantly if they need that instant gratification. That's fair. And don't forget, health is wealth. I'm a strong advocate for prioritizing health over money. You can always make money, but you cannot reverse the damage to your health. I know a guy, like for a while, he had an obsession with making money young and just, being that young guy that has all these cars and has all these fancy businesses and like 18 different streams of income. He had so much fantasies like that, and it's just such a strong obsession. But because of him constantly working at his job and then trying to be, young and rich, he ended up driving himself insane and developing some form of schizophrenia, because he just lost his mind from constantly thinking about work 120 hours a week, which is why you should just prioritize your health, not just worry about crap like outside of work. So instead of spending time to save money, the very simple advice is to just spend money to buy time. Obviously, you cannot buy your own time anymore. You live, you die, or you live and then time passes and you cannot get any of that time back, plainly simple. But you can always pay people to solve problems that will take you like many hours to do, like plumbing, for example. How long will it take for you to fix the plumbing in your house? Will it take you 3 days versus paying a guy 1 day or like half a day even to fix your problem? And all it's gonna cost is like a day's worth of your pay versus spending 3 days, which is 3 days of your pay gone. And also the time, the stress, the mental stress as well. It's just not worth it. It's plainly simple. And this is how rich people think. This is how they became successful, because of this ideology. They don't just go like, well, I can save money if I walk to work instead of driving to work. Well, yeah, sure, but then the time spent, like you had to wake up earlier, which is gonna cause health. You're losing sleep as well, and also you had to walk back from work and you're probably tired, and eventually exercise when you're really in no mood to do so will cause some kind of mental health issue as well. And that is just where it goes to say health is wealth, and you don't want to spend your health to get more money, because you could just make more money whenever. Even if you're a senior citizen, it's going to be harder, but you can still make money as a senior citizen as well. It's just don't be in such a rush where you need to make sacrifices to your permanent health. And that's why I am making this video, is because I just see so many of these poor people. They always buy the cheapest crap ever. Like they buy the cheapest vacuum they can, thinking that, oh yeah, this is gonna save us a lot of money. Like this $100 vacuum versus this $500 vacuum. Yeah, this vacuum it will save us money. We just save $400. But then in reality, the vacuum will break in about 1 to 2 years. They're gonna have to buy a new one. Also, the time it takes to clean the whole house, it's gonna take like 3 times longer. And then if you vacuum every week, eventually all that time lost, you could just use that time to make money and to buy the $500 vacuum that will last you 10 years. But overall, simply said, spend money to save time. Don't spend time to save money. And if you keep this ideology in your head, you will succeed.